Good afternoon, everyone. And we have with us here Mr. Iyare. And Mr. Iyare is a cybersecurity professional who will be giving us a little bit of insight into a particular topic. And this topic is the skills every cybersecurity professional should have. As you are in the workplace, there are some important skills you should have. Mr. Iyare will give us his professional opinion and take us through what the skills a cybersecurity professional should have. So, Mr. Yare, over to you. It's been a while that we've known each other, and I've been able to see some of your skills professionally in the field, and I'm actually quite happy that I could get you here by force. Thank God you are here with us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So
Thank you
please,
for having me, sir.
oh, no
Thank you.
problem, sir. So please, there are some really important skills that a professional should have in this particular field. Everyone wants to get into this field. Everybody wants to go in because maybe they find some benefits in it. But in the next couple of minutes, if you can please just help us do justice to this so the viewers can understand from your own professional view, sir. So please, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, sir. Thank you for having me. And as regards the topic, the key skills for cybersecurity professionals, literally succeeding in cybersecurity environment requires some set of skills. So the first thing I will talk about is the network security. This involves protecting the data, protecting it from unauthorized access, making sure it's complete and unaltered, and making sure it's available when it's needed. And in doing this, you would need to segment your network into VLANs, into several VLANs for your organization. And secondly, it's for you to set up the intrusion detection systems and the intrusion prevention system. This would monitor your inbound and outbound network traffic. And thirdly, you need to understand your protocols, your network protocols. Then we have the transfer control protocol, we have the user datagram protocol. You need to understand how these protocols work and their port numbers and all of that. Then the next thing we have to know is our incident response. This involves analyzing possible risks based on the impact they could actually um, give on the company or cost the company. So you have to create like a metrics, financial metrics, analyzing the priority or the impact against the risks. So you really have to understand how this works. And thirdly, you have to understand ethical hacking. This involves simulating attacks against companies, sites, apps, or whatever to discover vulnerabilities. And the word ethical means you have to go through legal means. You have to, there's supposed to be a rule of engagement, a legal document you need to sign that would give you what you need to do. And inside of what you need to do, you don't have to go outside whatever agreement you have with the company. So that's for ethical hacking. Then for that, we have penetration testing. This involves active simulations or attacks against the website or the company's apps to discover vulnerabilities, then remediate the issue and give a detailed report. Then secondly, we have vulnerability assessment. This one is just basically analyzing vulnerabilities. You don't really have to make an attack, just have to carefully analyzing the vulnerabilities on the system. And then for critical thinking, this means analyzing complex problems, like analyzing them, and you have to work under pressure. It's just basically what you get to do if there's an incident, if you have to make an incident response plan or disaster recovery plan and the rest. You really need to go through them very well to understand the system. And I think that will be all for now. Thank you so much. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, you actually mentioned the VLANs. I actually I was able to understand everything you were saying. Those were really, really good points because I've worked with all those too. But then you pointed the VLANs first. That is where you mentioned about segmenting your network. I saw you
Yeah.
building a VLAN together then when we were together. I saw you create a VLAN for the networks. But just for the purpose of this, for people who are watching, how would you describe VLANs in this particular situation?
Okay, VLANs is basically virtual local area network. That's what it means. It's basically segmenting the actual network in a way that, okay, if we have several departments in like an office or a company now, so let's say we have the marketing and the sales department, you have to configure the network in a way that marketing cannot communicate with sales. You get, so this like preventing access from other department accessing information in particular department. So in a way, if there's an attack on the marketing department, it won't go through to other departments in the company. It will only affect the marketing. So this is basically reducing impact of possible attacks on the company.
Yeah,
That's what VLAN means.
that's true.
So
That's
VLANs
true.
are,
So even in that situation, I've seen so many of these sort of setups. Everybody uses that. You also pointed out the ethical hacking, and you actually made mention that it has to be following the laws that we
yeah.
have as so some people actually would want to hack basically, and most of them would do it illegally because we have a situation where someone got into uh, a company system. I can't really mention the company right now, and he was basically contacting them that they have a vulnerability after he had exploited the vulnerability. Would that be called ethical hacking? Because he didn't let them know. So he, he basically is trying to contact them about it. What do you think about that?
That's really unethical. So I would really call that guy a black hat hacker. So because he's possibly doing it for financial gain, and so he actually went out of the rules of engagement, went out of the predetermined rules for what he should do. So in most cases, I feel like he should probably be arrested in a way. I don't know,
Well,
because
yeah,
he actually went out of that. He went
some
out of the
people would
rules of
some people
engagement.
would want to call him a gray hat hacker, although specifically he asked
Mm,
for payment. That's one thing. Like he basically did it for financial gain. That automatically
okay.
would even make him a black hat hacker. Right? So
Yeah.
he did it unethically. So we can't call him
Unethically.
an ethical hacker in any sense. So he calls himself an ethical.
Yeah.
I know he's not.
No, it's not. It's not.
So
You know, it's not.
thank
Went
you.
out of the rules.
Okay, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Mr. Iyare. You were able to point out
Thank you.
the skills that every cybersecurity professional should have, and you mentioned the critical thinking. That is, they should be able to work under pressure, among other
Yeah.
skills that they should have. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
To meet again
Thank
another
you.
day. I hope I'll be able to pull you back here. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
sir. Thank you so much. Thank you
All
for
right.
having me.
No
Thank
problem,
you.
sir. Thank
Enjoy the rest
you.
of your day.
Of
Yes,
course
sir.
I will. Thank you.